Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today. So let's start with Batista has been recognized not only as one of the most remarkable WWE superstars of all time but also as a successful star in the Hollywood landscape of films. However, Dave made his choice clear when asked about a choice from both worlds. In an interview with comicbook.com, the Animal was asked about whether the fans would first see him go into the WWE Hall of Fame or become a part of director James Gunn's DC Universe. Batista made it crystal clear that if he had it his way, he would prefer to become an official inductee of the WWE Hall of Fame. Batista said, "I don't know. I couldn't give an honest answer to that, and I'm only going to say this because we have had conversations over the years. It would be WWE Hall of Fame." The six-time WWE champion also revealed the reason for not being able to accept the honor offered to him during last year's WrestleMania Goes Hollywood festivities. Batista said, "I was supposed to go in last year and I was on a film and I just couldn't travel. I was on a film in South Africa and logistically we just couldn't make it happen." Batista was originally announced for the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2020, which could not happen due to the global pandemic hitting, and as he revealed was offered to go in even last year. With the highly accomplished career he carved out, including an excellent retirement match against Triple H, it is just a matter of time before the Animal is unleashed to take his rightful place in the history books of WWE. When do you think Batista will become an official WWE Hall of Famer? The next story is about WWE taped an episode of NXT after this week's show from Orlando, Florida, on Tuesday night, and unfortunately, Shotzi suffered what appears to be a serious injury. On Tuesday's show, it was teased that Shotzi would get a shot against Lyra Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship before the bout was officially announced for next week's show, with it being taped at the second set of tapings. WWE went forward with the match at the tapings but suffered a knee injury as Shotzi went for a DDT on the apron in her title match. As a result, the match was stopped, and Shotzi was helped to the back. Fightful's Corey Brennan was the first to report the injury. WWE had already announced Shotzi for an Elimination Chamber qualifying match against Tiffany Stratton on this week's WWE SmackDown. However, that bout is now in jeopardy. We wish Shotzi a speedy recovery. The next update is about Braun Breaker made his main roster debut at the Royal Rumble, but it was made evident he still had things to do in NXT. Following this week's NXT, WWE's plans for him in the future have been revealed. During this week's NXT, WWE proceeded with its tag team title plans for Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, marking a significant moment for both wrestlers. Corbin secured his first championship in several years, coinciding with Breaker's impending move to the main roster. Breaker has been teasing his brand choice between Raw and SmackDown, but nothing has been set in stone yet. During the latest set of NXT TV tapings for the February 20th episode, Corbin and Breaker entered the ring for a promo, but Andre Chase and Duke Hudson interrupted, claiming a tag team title rematch. Nathan Frazer and Axiom also sought a title match. NXT GM Ava announced a number 1 contenders match to determine the title shot. Later in the episode, Chase and Hudson emerged victorious in the match. Post-match, the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, attacked both teams. Judging by this turn of events, WWE is building to a 3-way match with the 3 teams for the titles. We will have to wait and see how long Braun Breaker will remain the champion, as fans want him to become a huge star on the main roster soon. What's your opinion on this story regarding Braun Breaker? Where do you think Braun Breaker should go once he is a main roster star? The final story is about WWE is set to present its final pay-per-view before WrestleMania 40 WWE Elimination Chamber taking place in Perth, Australia in less than 2 weeks, with a blockbuster announcement made for the show. The Australian native and current WWE superstar Grayson Waller was seen in clip released by WWE on Instagram talking subtly about The Rock slapping Cody Rhodes at the WrestleMania kickoff press event and how the entire situation has become the most talked about story in the business. Looking to insert his name into the conversation, Waller announced that he would host a special edition of his talk show, The Grayson Waller Effect, with his guests being Cody Rhodes and current World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes' match with the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal title at WrestleMania 40 was made official last week. Moreover, he found himself alone in front of the Bloodline and their biggest accomplice, The Rock. Seeing that Cody was outnumbered, Seth Rollins offered to join the American Nightmare against the Samoan faction and become his shield in his war against some of the toughest foes in the history of WWE. So, it would be interesting to see this story unfold as Rollins and Rhodes will now appear together in Perth, Australia to address their potential alliance for the road to WrestleMania. Do you think Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins should form a team to combat the bloodline? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.